guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Zoe, and today is going to be another full coverage Friday video. I am going to be using a Drugstore foundation today. I know the last 2 weeks I uploaded higher end foundations, so I wanted to come back this week and do another Drugstore foundation. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, join our little family, help us grow. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Those all will be in the description down below, so check that out if you want to follow me on any other social media. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, so I don't think I have anything else to mention right now, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. So, as always, I'm going to go in with the same primers that I normally use on a daily basis, and that is the Rose Caviar Essence from PIXI and the Step 1 Smoothing Primer from Makeup Forever. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my hair back really quickly. Alright, I'm just going to take the smoothing primer and I'm going to prime around this area right here. So for today's video, I'm going to be using a Drugstore foundation, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. It says that it is up to 24 hours in wear. It looks like this. And I got the color Sun Beige, 310 Sun Beige. As usual, I'm going to go in on one side with a brush, one side with a sponge. Alright, so I'm actually going to start on the brush side, which is typically this side, and then this is my sponge side. So I'm going to start off with this side first, and I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 as usual. See, like, if you look at it on my hand, it doesn't look like a bad match. Like, it looks pretty dang good to my skin, like close to my skin, which is crazy because beige foundations should be more fair, in my opinion. It doesn't really have a scent to it, but it has something there. It's not just flat, nothing. Holy crap, this is full coverage. Holy crap. So far, what I really liked about it, we'll just wait for it to like start drying and oxidizing. I don't know if you can tell on my neck, but like it's just a hair too dark and just a hair too red toned for me. My skin tone is a lot more yellow based, and this just has a bit more red in it than yellow. But what I do like about it is that it's super thin. Like it's very, very thin. It's not like runny and watery, but it is a very thin foundation, and it took one coat to cover. Just one coat. So I really do appreciate that and like that. Also, it's not dry yet, but I do know it's going to dry to a matte finish, so I'm not going to have to set it with powder. It says that it's full coverage, up to 24 hours of wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free, doesn't clog pores, dermatologist tested. I'm going to go ahead and go clean my sponge really quickly, and I'll come back and do this side. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with the sponge side really quickly. I'm going to take 2 pumps because that's how much I put on this cheek, and I'm just dipping my sponge into the foundation this time, and I'm just going to go right in. Okay, then I'm going to take an additional pump, like not even a full pump, like half a pump for my forehead and neck area. That's exactly what I did with the brush. See, like if you see these two colors right next to each other, hopefully you can tell, but this side's a little bit darker than like the actual wet foundation. So this foundation does oxidize, so please keep that in mind. Don't just go and buy by looking at the color in the bottle, because it oxidizes a good bit. I know a few of you are going to tell me that this is not my shade, but I already know that, so don't freak out, guys. Alright, so that's just one layer of the sponge side. So I can see like 2 spots peeking through, but nothing crazy. This covered so easily, even with the sponge, so I'm very, very happy with how it covered on both sides. And both sides look so incredibly flawless. Like, they look so good on my skin. Doesn't look cakey at all. The only problem I have with this foundation is that it oxidizes. That's literally the only thing that I can find wrong with it. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a close-up of what this is looking like on my skin, how it's sitting on my skin. Alright, so we're going to start off with a full face view. We're going to go onto the sponge side. And then the brush side. Alright, so you had a good look at it. It looks pretty freaking good. So good. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys and let you see what everything looks like with all my makeup on. Also, before I forget, it's 1:53 right now, okay? So it's about 2 o'clock. Alright, so I will update you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, so I'm back with all of my makeup on. Everything went on really nicely. And I think that after I finished my makeup and like put concealer on and stuff, it is looking like more of a better match for me. But yeah, so far no complaints. I did not have to set the foundation. It did dry down to a matte finish, which isn't usually my favorite thing, but I don't know if you can tell right here, I do still have some shininess, so it's not a flat matte. It's definitely more of like a satin to natural finish, or at least like a satin matte or a natural matte, not a flat matte. So I do appreciate that. Everything looks really, really good. Everything went on smoothly and nicely. I have not taken a flash picture yet, but I will take a flash picture and insert it so you can see whether or not it has flash or not, or flashback. But yeah, so far so good. I'm going to give you one more close-up so you can see what everything looks like on my skin, and then I'm going to update you guys in a few hours. Alright, so here's a full face view. Here is the sponge side. And here's the brush side. Also, before I forget, I am wearing the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London, just in case you're wondering. Definitely one of my favorite brown nudes ever. Okay, so I will update you guys in just a little bit. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, hey guys, I'm back, and it's currently 5:24. I wanted to update you guys on the foundation now because I'm about to go out and run some errands. But so it still looks pretty good. My oils are peeking through, so as you can, like, besides my highlight, don't mind my highlight, but as you can kind of tell, like right in my T-zone, I'm looking a little oily, which isn't a big deal in my opinion for me. Okay, let me explain why, just in case you're new here and you don't know how I like to wear foundations. If you can hear my daughter in the background, I am sorry, she's playing with my camera equipment. Okay, so I personally do not mind when foundations start to get a little bit more dewy and my oils start to kind of peek through, because I have more normal to dry skin. So when it starts to look a little bit more dewy, like I kind of like that. Like, I like illuminating foundations. So when my oils start to peek through, it's something that I think is a benefit. Now, for my oily girls, you probably don't think that. So if you have oily skin, please keep in mind that this foundation does make your oils come out. I have a fear that this is going to get a little bit more oily throughout the day. right now is perfect for me. Like, I think that the amount of oiliness peeking through is absolutely perfect because it just looks kind of illuminating and healthy. But if it gets any more oily than this, then it's probably gonna get gross and cakey and move around. But up close and personal, it does still look pretty good. I will show you guys some close-ups. My daughter is going through all of my makeup right now. So here goes a full face view. Okay, and then here is the sponge side again. And here is the brush side. So as you can tell, I am very shiny right now, but overall both sides look pretty evenly oily, I guess. But yeah, I'm definitely not discouraged yet, but if it gets worse than this, I might be. And yeah, so I will update you guys in a little bit. Also, I have been wearing this since 2, so I have only had this on for about 3 hours, or about 3.5 hours. But I will update you guys in a few hours or at the end of the night so you can see what everything is looking like. All right, hey guys, what's up? It is so freaking late right now. It's currently 11:09. Okay, I've had this foundation on for 9 hours. 9 hours. That's a long time. I did get a tiny bit more oily than I was earlier. Nothing that I'm crazy mad at. I do kind of look greasy, like a little grease ball. Being oily or greasy doesn't bother me. I like looking luminous. I like looking like I'm shining everywhere. That's just my opinion. That's just how I like to wear my makeup. But if you have oily skin, you definitely like matte foundations, and you definitely like matte finishes to stay matte finishes. And I know if you struggle with oils, because I used to have very oily skin, it's really hard to find a good foundation that will control your oils. So if you have oily skin, you might not like this foundation. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of my foundation before I fall asleep because I'm so tired. So tired, if you can't already tell. I'm exhausted. Okay, so here's a full face view. You can see like this crust underneath my eye. My eyes were so itchy today. Also, I have some scratches down here. Okay, so here we go with the sponge side of my face. And then here is the brush side. So, super oily. Like I said, crust underneath my eye. My eyes were so incredibly itchy today. Don't know why. Also, I had some scratches on my chin where the makeup kind of got disturbed. So, other foundations that I've used haven't had that problem where if I scratch my face, it gets disturbed. So, you may want to keep that in mind. But I honestly think that it is because my face has gotten oily, because my face isn't dry to the touch anymore. It feels sticky. Like I can definitely feel my oils. So what I'm going to do is blot really quickly so I can show you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to see how much oil comes off my face and if it looks a lot better afterwards. Alright, so this is all of the oil that was on my skin. Like I have said before, I don't have oily skin, so that's a lot of oil created with this foundation on. My dry skin girls who have things they need to cover, you would probably really love this foundation. Okay, so the normal price of this foundation is $11.99, which is super cheap. That's very good. $12 is almost the expectancy price on a lot of drugstore foundations, so the price is good. It has 24 shades, which is also pretty amazing for a drugstore foundation. And then it comes with 1 fluid ounce. So it is the normal size of a foundation, so it's 1 fluid ounce. It is in a glass bottle and it does come with a pump. I really, really love that it comes with a pump. Those are my thoughts on the foundation. The foundation is great. I will be keeping this in my collection because I actually do really, really like it and enjoy it. Consistency is there. The coverage is there. I just wish you didn't have to touch up on it because I did have a lot of oil come through. But for the price, like, you can't beat that. Like, I'm okay with that. I can live with that. So, dry girls, you're gonna love this. Oily girls, probably not. Steer clear. But yeah, those are my final thoughts on this foundation. So yeah, I'll say goodbye to my outro and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. That is it for this Full Coverage Friday this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you're going to try out this foundation, if it's your holy grail, if you already love it. Let me know your thoughts on this foundation. Also, a lot of people have been asking me for a brow routine video. That will be my next video. It should be up on Monday, so look forward to that, guys. Alrighty, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!